This game is beautiful.
It is.
Beautiful, isn't it?
So in this snow, it's amazing. The issue is that when night falls, bad things come out. Bad.
I haven't really played very much of this game. I don't really understand very much beyond the fact that you have to hit trees. Dude, there's something up there in that cave.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a green thing, look, bouncing.
Christ almighty, it's a creeper.
If you played Minecraft in the beginning, you knew who they were. It was almost impossible for you not to.
Oh god! There's one right at the back of the house.
Oh god, there's one on fire.
In June 2012, they were the first British YouTube channel to hit 1 billion views.
So thank you everyone for the billion views and everything.
By October 2012, they were the 12th most subscribed channel across the entire platform. By October 2013, Social Blade's top 50 YouTube channels was displaying them alongside some of the most well-known names in YouTube history. At their peak, Simon and Lewis of the Yogscast had it all. However, in the years following such, the viewership on the Yogscast channel has been following a linear pattern of decline. How does a channel go from the 12th most subscribed on all of YouTube to a channel that hasn't increased their subscriber count in the last 5.5 years? Was it a result of the lack of creativity from the corporatization of their YouTube channel? Did Simon and Lewis lose motivation for innovating the project after so many years of growth? Or was the downfall the result of a company shakeup following the allegations against some of the key individuals at the Yogscast? To become two of the most famous Minecraft YouTubers of all time was never the channel's goal. In fact, it's hard to tell if making videos was ever even the goal. Because back in the beginning, mid-2008, 24-year-old Lewis Brindley and 30-year-old Simon Lane seemed to have created their YouTube channel Blue Zphos as a background marketing strategy for promoting their main gig, an iTunes podcast by the name of the Yogscast.
The Yog Pod. All capitals, except the O's are lowercase.
The name for the Yogscast had come from their World of Warcraft guild, Ye Old Goon Squad.
Instead of a podcast, we call it a Yogscast.
Using Yogs as the acronym. Considering Simon and Lewis had been playing World of Warcraft at the time of launching the iTunes podcast, they would begin to upload how-to and guide-style videos on their new YouTube channel.
Yogscast! How to 25-man Sarth plus 3 drakes.
In the beginning, Lewis stated that these videos were supposed to be somewhat of a fun personal project, and the views didn't matter. However, like many other YouTubers, they soon got interested in watching the views climb from other people watching their content.
And originally it wasn't really for anyone, but I soon realised that I wanted other people to see it, and then I'd be up the next morning looking forward to seeing if there were any people who'd actually watched it.
Shortly after this, the creators would realise that
we were better at being funny than informing people.
And as a result, Simon and Lewis would change their content from more serious guide-style videos to light-hearted comedy content.
Yogscast, this is the Yogscast.
Accompanied with this switch in content style would also be a slight switch in the games being played, as the duo would begin to experiment with other games such as Saints Row 2, Lord of the Rings Online, and Borderlands. These videos were made at such an early point in YouTube's history that there's barely any data available for their performance. However, a screenshot from 2008, approximately 9 months after beginning the channel, displays the Yogscast sitting at 1,800 subscribers. On top of this, many of their World of Warcraft videos had racked up a decent amount of views. Most of this traction was the result of titling their videos specifically as How To, followed by some kind of challenge within World of Warcraft. How To Commander Springvale, How To Lord Walden, How To Lord Godfrey, which helped them to stand out amongst other gaming YouTubers as people were always searching for guides on these specific topics. However, there was another game on the rise which by 2010 was also beginning to demand specific How To videos, Minecraft. On the 3rd of December 2010, Yogscast would upload their first Minecraft video titled Minecraft Part 1 How to Survive the First Night.
We need to chop down some trees and make some wood. And this is like #1 priority right now.
Now, this was extremely smart, as it helped the video to rank in search results because many people were specifically searching for How to Survive the First Night, given the relative novelty of the game. This was similar to Cypher PK's strategy for blowing up on Fortnite, who stated that uploading videos titled How to Win when the game was first released helped him to grow extremely quickly. But back to Yogscast. Simon and Lewis didn't just make this first video one of those boring step-by-step guides where you watch 2 minutes then never return to the channel ever again, but rather they mixed the guide aspect of the video with commentary, comedy, and story in more of a let's play style.
So this is it, this is the game. This is
Minecraft.
surviving the first night. It's just us in the dark.
This gave them the opportunity to introduce a part 2 to the guide on how to survive the first night.
You're basically looking for where there's stone this grey stuff here. Oh, there it is, right above us.
Then a part 3, 4 and 5, the ultimate result of which being a returning audience for the people who had initially clicked on the video simply to watch a guide on how to survive the first night. This extended watch time then began to boost Yogscast in the algorithm, and judging from the graph shown, we can see that their 2.5 years of grinding YouTube was about to begin to pay off. Within only 1 month, as the Yogscast created more and more of their extremely basic yet hilarious Minecraft videos, the duo went from gaining about 150 subscribers a day to well over 1,000 per day. At the time of posting their first Minecraft video, the Yogscast had 30,000 subscribers. However, within only 3 months, they were at 200,000.
Thanks for supporting us.
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
200,000 of you.
This extreme growth of 170,000 subscribers in 3 months, as opposed to their 30,000 in 3 years previously, caused them to drop the World of Warcraft content entirely with the goal of riding the Minecraft wave. And while this was somewhat of a risky move given the uncertainty of Minecraft's future, it would be from this game switching risk that their most successful series would eventually be born. The Shadow of Israfel, a Minecraft series that absolutely blew the competition out of the water and catapulted the Yogscast into YouTube's mainstream. Well boys, this was it, the greatest Minecraft series to ever be created. Remembering that this was still back in January 2011, the production value was unlike any other Minecraft series.
The hell has happened here?
On top of this, Simon and Lewis mixed the perfect quantity of serious content with comedy content.
No! The portal must be destroyed!
What? A minute ago he wanted to go through it, and now we've got to destroy it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I wish he'd make up his bloody mind.
Which accurately appealed to the younger audience looking to binge watch Minecraft videos. By May 2011, only 5 months after posting their first Minecraft video, Yogscast had hit 400,000 subscribers, incorporated themselves as a proper company, and had gotten a separate workspace for working on YouTube videos.
So I'm at Yogscast global headquarters in Bristol. Who are you guys?
I'm Lewis. I'm Simon. Hello. Yogscast.
Well, let's show us around them.
Maybe we could do a proper business, that's what Lewis was thinking, like we could get an office space and go somewhere, do work and then come away from it.
The Yogscast then took a similar route as Linus Tech Tips, hiring numerous people to help with the content creation process despite the massive uncertainty surrounding the future of YouTube as a business.
What's this guy doing?
This guy's Duncan, he's our art and general skills man. He does all of the building in Minecraft. Hello. He's very talented.
Regardless, the hiring of staff would end up being a huge benefit, as in October 2011, only 5 months after hitting 400,000 subscribers, Yogscast would hit 1 million.
So we hit 1 million subscribers this morning. I'm gonna go and wake Simon up with one of these. A giant confetti shooter that I bought on Amazon.
However, this achievement was pretty unimpressive compared to what would happen to the group shortly thereafter. They would become the first British channel to gain 1 billion views, also peaking at the 12th most subscribed channel in October 2012, as mentioned earlier. The earliest screenshot available for the most subscribed channels shows Blue Zephos or Yogscast, up there with College Humor, Ray William Johnson, The Fine Bros, and even PewDiePie. As Minecraft continued to snowball in popularity, so did the Yogscast. And when utilising collaborations with other large creators such as Captain Sparkles, Seananners, and Slyfox, Simon and Lewis would pass 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, and eventually 5 million subscribers, approximately 2.5 years after uploading their first Minecraft video.
5 million subscribers. I'm totally blown away by this. Thank you so much.
And 5 years after initially creating the channel. They had run a Kickstarter to create a game called the Yog Ventures, began hosting regular public appearances and exhibitions bringing their fan base closer, and in 2014, the Sunday Times listed Lewis Brindley amongst the top 500 most influential people in Britain for the year. It's safe to say that at the time, it seemed as though nothing was going to stop the growth of the Yogscast. Well, except for a few little things. After 3.5 years of absolutely monumental growth, slowly the channel began to lose steam. Yogscast went from gaining 400,000 subscribers per month in January 2013 to 150,000 per month in January 2014. While 150,000 subscribers per month was still an insane amount, the regression was certainly worth noting, as only 1 year later in January 2015, they would gain only 12,000 subscribers. And this wasn't just a bad one-off month. By 2015, their growth chart had pretty much gone completely flat, with an average monthly gain of around only 10,000 subscribers, creating the question, how could such a sudden halt in growth be a possibility for the Yogscast channel? In March 2015, Simon Lane, who was 50% of the Yogscast duo, would randomly disappear from the videos. Fans naturally began wondering where he had gone, resulting in a response video from Lewis titled "Where's Simon?" explaining his disappearance.
I'm doing this little quick video to really tell you about Simon. He has been pretty seriously ill for the last 4 weeks, being in and out of hospital. You may have noticed that he has...
Simon had apparently recovered shortly thereafter, however wanted to take some extra time off to fully recover before getting back into actively making content. 3 months into Simon's hiatus, Lewis would once again update everyone on what Simon was doing.
How's Simon doing? He's doing well, he's enjoying the summer sunshine. We saw him the other day. He's jolly, isn't he?
However, Simon wouldn't return for another 3 months after this update, a grand total of 6 months without him on the channel. Simon's break happened to correlate pretty accurately with the channel's view stagnation, however the exact effect is hard to measure given their views were already slowing down from 2014. Regardless, it's safe to say that Simon's hiatus was a general negative for the channel, however it's not like this was the only problem that the Yogscast was facing. By 2015, it seemed as though the videos had failed to keep up the wow factor that had helped them stand out back in 2011. Their editing, production value, and comedy was unique during their rise and at their peak, but by 2015 it was more or less in line with every other Minecraft creator. On top of this, Yogscast had kept up this extremely basic Let's Play video style, where they would navigate a new world and figure things out as they went along with their commentary.
On your way to visit your girlfriend at university.
Oh.
Have you got a new girlfriend, Simon?
I think we both do.
Oh,
Maybe it's the same girl.
Oh crap, that's awkward.
Uploading the experiences are long single-take videos split up into separate parts. This had worked extremely well in 2011 when the competition was basic, but by 2015 a single video that took 15 minutes to record just simply no longer cut the mustard when you were competing with people like popular MMOs who had accurately targeted ideas with highly engaging commentary. At the end of the day, by 2015, they no longer had anything unique to offer, and the only thing helping Yogscast to stick out from the crowd were their personalities. Was this the fault of Yogscast themselves or the natural result of an eternally evolving landscape? Well, we've seen a similar trend in many of our other Minecraft downfalls, such as Skydar's Minecraft and to a lesser extent Stampycat, where by 2015 the content that they had become used to making simply didn't compete in the same way that it did back in 2012, showing that perhaps it was simply a pattern for these early Minecraft YouTubers. At the same time, however, it was Yogscast's responsibility to adapt, change, and innovate in order to keep their content ahead of the rest. So a more specific question might be, why was there a lack of innovation on their part? Well, this is just a theory, but it could have been something to do with how their business was set up, or more specifically, their huge team of people. The massive Yogscast team would have helped dramatically with productivity, but the issue with productivity is that it destroys creativity, an element that seemed to be missing by 2015. People being paid to help out with making the content are going to maintain the status quo, will be less likely to take risks with a new style, and are more likely to remain inside their comfort zone because they aren't being paid extra to leave it, all of which leading to far less innovation for the channel. A whole team of employees might have ended up being more of a negative rather than a positive for the Yogscast, as it's going to be 20 times harder to get a whole team to change the style or direction of the videos if by 2015 the whole team was running full steam ahead with daily uploads in the wrong direction. In January 2016, 1 year after the subscriber growth had flattened, the Yogscast had their first ever month of negative growth, losing 2,810 subscribers. And just like 2015, this subscriber loss was not just a one-off. Yogscast would see negative subscriber growth for 10 out of the 12 months in 2016, once again likely owed to these basic multi-part single-take videos that were incredibly outdated by 2016. Possibly after noticing their lack of success with Minecraft, Yogscast would switch to other games such as Garry's Mod and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
If we jump out to 75, like to the northwest in a sec, we can get a car on the road. 3, 2, 1, jump.
And while these videos performed reasonably amongst their already established audience, they would do little in the way of redeeming their declining subscriber count. This pattern continued from 2017 until 2019, at which point a steadily declining subscriber count would become the least of the Yogscast concern.
But over the past 2 weeks, 2 different people have now had to depart from the company, and as of today, a 3rd person is now under investigation.
In July 2019, 8 women came forward with allegations against Yogscast member The Cafcast, accusing the creator of sexual harassment. The craziest part about the whole thing was that The Cafcast was in a relationship with another girl at the time of the whole ordeal. CEO Mark Turpin would take to Reddit stating, "Earlier today I was notified of some serious allegations made against Caf and his conduct with particular members of the audience. Having reviewed the evidence and carefully considered this situation, we've concluded that Caf's conduct is a material breach of our talent agreements and code of conduct that results in us terminating his relationship with the Yogscast effective immediately." But wait, it gets weirder. The CEO of Yogscast, Mark Turpin, who made this post announcing that Caf would no longer be working with the group, then stood down as CEO himself, as behind the scenes he was asking for inappropriate photos from Yogscast community members. He would take to Reddit once again stating, "I've sent some inappropriate messages to several members of our community and I'm deeply embarrassed about this error of judgment. There's no justification or excuse for my behavior. I was in a position of considerable responsibility and you all deserve better from me. If you've been upset by my actions, I am very sorry. Regretfully yours, Terps." Another member, Shin, would then leave a month later after similar allegations. It appeared as though the allegations against Shin weren't all that concrete though, with him stating, "For a long time I've chatted privately with community members, but I've come to realize this behavior might not be considered appropriate by everybody." To me it seems like maybe Shin was accused of something that might have been misinterpreted as sexual harassment many years later, with Lewis stating, "I believe some members of the community have been made uncomfortable or upset," which sounds like Shin didn't exactly do anything all that severe. Obviously all 3 of these individuals are not Simon, Lewis or the Yogscast as a whole, however it still likely had some effect on the Yogscast as a brand. Since these events 2 years ago in mid-2019, the Yogscast channel views have dropped from around 20 million per month to only 9 million per month, a 90% drop from their 100 million average monthly views back in mid-2012. The channel currently sits at 7.16 million subscribers, down by around 250,000 from their peak of 7.4 million approximately 5.5 years ago. But while their viewership and subscriber count has been in pretty consistent decline over the last couple of years, it's hard to determine whether or not they've actually really had all that much of a downfall when considering other advancements in their business. The Yogscast published 2 video games called Cave Blazers and Brunch Club in the last 3 years, opened up the Yogscast Studios, where they rent rooms and equipment to content creators looking to make videos. They've created an agency that specializes in influencer marketing called 4th Floor Creative, and even hosted their own convention called YogCon.
But if everyone looks under their chairs, they'll find that they've got a Yog coin.
Did the Yogscast really have a downfall, or did they simply shift their attention to alternate business practices? I'll leave that one up to you guys to decide.